Without moving a single soldier, China just won 3 massive rounds against the United States. US media finally told the truth. In the spring of 2026, the world is watching missiles fly over Iran. The US thought assassinating Khamenei would guarantee a quick victory, and Israel thought dragging America down would end it. But they were completely wrong. The nation that hasn't fired a single shot is the true winner of this war. Round 1. America's ammunition inventory is completely hollowed out, causing its Indo-Pacific deterrence to suffer a cliff-like drop. In just 1 month, the US military fired 850 Tomahawks, nearly emptying their entire regional stockpile of 3,000. Over 900 Patriot missiles were burned in the first week, equivalent to 18 months of their total production capacity. Even worse, the stealth cruise missiles specifically reserved to counter China plummeted from 2,300 to just 425. The Pentagon burned through 80% of its most elite arsenal in the Middle East. Rebuilding takes years, leaving the US military facing a devastating 2-year ammunition shortage in the Pacific. And here is the ultimate irony. To rebuild the radar systems destroyed by Iran, the US desperately needs gallium. China controls 98% of it. Round 2. America's tactical cards are fully exposed. China just received the world's most expensive live-fire textbook for free. Military exercises are just scripted photo ops. But the Iran conflict is real, high-intensity, bloody modern warfare. Strike tempos, target priorities, multi-domain coordination, and even pilot rescue protocols are now completely visible and being studied. Western analysts admit the US military just gave China a free, multi-billion-dollar live-fire masterclass on modern combat. China doesn't need to physically test its own weapons, because the US just completed the ultimate stress test for them. By thoroughly analyzing US offensive capabilities, the strategic balance in the Indo-Pacific is rapidly shifting in China's favor. Round 3. A massive diplomatic victory. The global South has completely lost faith in America's binding security commitments. The US launched a war, but the world is paying the price with skyrocketing inflation and global energy crises. While Washington fiercely pushes for war, China advocates for peace, proposing a 5-point plan and mediating a ceasefire. When China vetoed a UN resolution in the Strait of Hormuz, even US allies like Saudi Arabia expressed understanding. This is unprecedented in UN history. China's calm, objective stance is generating a massive, undeniable diplomatic gravity worldwide. As nations deeply question American promises, forming a unified US intervention coalition in any future crisis will be nearly impossible. The brutal essence of great power games is never about who burned down the most buildings on the battlefield. It is entirely about who successfully changes the global distribution of power after the dust finally settles. China has deciphered US operational logic, solidified its image as a reliable partner, and weakened US alliance mobilization. This Middle East conflict has handed China massive strategic maneuvering space for the ultimate Indo-Pacific showdown. America might have secured a few tactical targets, but China used this war to secure a clear strategic blueprint. While the US is frantically filling holes in the Persian Gulf, China quietly won the ammo, intel, and diplomacy battles. But here is the most piercing and humiliating truth. America hasn't even secured a victory on the actual battlefield. After more than a month of relentless bombings, Iran's underground missile cities are still actively firing back. The 101st wave of Iranian strikes is ready to launch at any moment, dragging the US deeper into the abyss. The United States is bleeding heavily in the desert, exhausting its wealth and military dominance in an endless quagmire. While their primary geopolitical rival, the East, hasn't even begun to move, the outcome is already written.